All right. So, got a lot of videos come out already. I've got a few more to go actually, because I know that like people are going to be looking for stuff specifically, and I wanted to, just have that just for that piece of information. But the one thing that when I read it on the official website, and I am going to do a massive video going through the FAQ that's available on there. But the thing that stood out the most was this: the Kameo fighters, right? Spelt with a K. A Kameo fighters are a unique roster of partner characters to assist during matches, creating expanded gameplay possibilities for players. These characters are chosen separately from the main roster of fighters. Now, I do have a lot of concerns with this, particularly because I don't want staple MK characters being sidelined as just some like enhanced assist move or whatever, right? Now, I'm assuming that NetherRealm was smart enough to have thought of that and not do that, and I'm hoping that these Kameo characters are more like like characters that like are maybe sort of like side created in the MK universe, right? So maybe Katana, and I'm assuming these characters you can choose any character you want. But let's just go with sort of like characters and then sort of associated like side characters or side universes, that could go with them. So you could have like Katana, and then she may have like an Adenian guard that, can jump in or sort of give enhanced moves to what they're doing. I'm assuming this is all going to tie in with how the energy bar works, or like the bar that you normally would build up for your X-ray. I'm assuming that's going to be part of it. And then sort of like, maybe they're moving away from enhanced moves, and instead the enhanced moves becomes another character that essentially like either jumps in and does whatever, or becomes essentially this kind of like symbiotic hybrid where you activate it and then it gives you like additional moves that you can use. Now that'd be kind of cool. That'd be alright. There's a lot of fighting games, a lot of anime style fighting games out there that have tons of assist characters that you can call in, either be a part of a super move or whatever. But I don't want standard MK characters locked away. I don't want to make it so that only Melina can be used as an assist. Like, I think that's going to be really problematic, if they do that. Now, like, it says they're chosen separately from the main roster of fighters, right? So, like, I'm really hoping that they're non-main MK characters, but they're MK characters in the universe. Like, they've looked at like all the NPC type characters or characters that are shown up in like comic books and stuff like that. And there's a separate video I want to talk about this, but apparently John Tobias is back on the scene. A guy in my live stream was saying that this is oozing John Tobias with the trailer. Feels very Asian themed, authentic. And if that's true, then absolutely it makes sense, because John Tobias, like, I really felt like that there was a massive hole left when he left the MK team. He was he and Ed Boon created MK, and it was just, personally, I don't think it's been the same since. If he's had a hand in MK1, then this could, in terms of like Kameo fighters, delve further into, okay, what does this actually mean? Is this like, has he looked at the comic books and gone, okay, well, we can pull this character from here and this character from here and these characters from here and stuff like that? Maybe from the TV shows, even like the amount of like Kameo characters you could have could be endless. that don't necessarily need to be a full playable character, but is enough for you to go, yeah, I'm going to choose him because he's got, or she's got really good special moves or whatever, right? And then the main roster of playable MK characters that we've always had, including whatever new ones they create, don't get sidelined. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get sidelined like that. You know. Like, I've mentioned this character before. In the MK90s comics, there's a character called Cyang, which is two twin brothers, Sing and Sang, who combine together to create this ultimate warrior. So, you know, like, that'd be kind of cool in a way, where if you choose, like, I don't know, like, maybe you choose one of the brothers, and then, you know, if you choose, like, the other brother, then specifically you'll get something unique if you combine those two characters. That'd be something really interesting to see. If a Kameo character has a very, like, and it happens with all of them, right? So they give you, they essentially give assistance with a certain staple set of tools, like moves. But if your assist character, like, partners with, say, Scorpion, that might have a unique special move or super that is then different if you, say, partnered that Kameo character with Sub-Zero, right? So, for example, just off the top of my head, Hydro, which is in Mortal Kombat, Lin Kuei, character that showed up in the 90s comics, obviously, like, you know, he's Lin Kuei, so frost related, that sort of thing, into, like, freezing. So he might have some moves that you can use as a Kameo. So he might either give them to you, or like sort of channel them into you and then use them or whatever. And then if you're using Sub-Zero and you use that character, then there's a unique, like, special move or super that's unique in that pairing. If you were Scorpion, there's another unique pairing with, like, a specific move. And that can be kind of cool. It means that they can do away with enhanced moves and go down this track, you know, with Kameo characters. So it could be good. But again, I absolutely have to see it in play. Absolutely have to see how it's going to pan out. Because, like, again, you don't want mainline Mortal Kombat characters being sidelined as cameos. Like, how insulting was it when Shang Tsung is literally, like, you know, you've got characters like Ermac and Reptile and stuff showing up in just special moves in Shang Tsung. Now, maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the idea that they got. They got, you know what, like, this would be kind of cool that we can have a whole cast of essentially non-main MK characters that can do this, right? And the Kameo characters might only end up being like 15, 20, you know, or whatever. Like, who knows? I don't know if they're going to match one for one. I don't know if that's going to be something. In MK10, we had, depending on whichever, like, clan or party you're affiliated with, you had very specific fatalities that were only related to that. So again, you know, all sort of ties in, but you know, we haven't, like, obviously there's been a big information dump. We just don't have like, there's obviously not a whole lot of nitty gritty when it comes to things like, well, right, what are our customizations looking like, you know, like that sort of thing. I prefer skins than sitting there like changing, like, individual pieces. I prefer skins. Like, you know, I don't want no purple Scorpion. It just looks weird and it just sort of breaks the aesthetic of the game, right? But Kameo characters really has me intrigued. I really want to see it. Right? Expanded gameplay possibilities for players. These characters are chosen separately. Partner characters to assist during matches. So that's pretty much all we got. I don't think there's anything else. I'm just trying to have a look. Yeah, no, nothing new. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if that's going to bleed into fatalities. you have to wonder if they're going to keep the X-rays. If they do X-rays in, make them short and sharp. The fatalities that we're seeing in the trailer, I hope they're that fast in the main game. Nice, like just brutal, like they used to be, but fast. So you want to do them, you know, bang, just like, you know. So it's, you know, nice and quick, but really full on, like really beautiful. You don't need a movie, right? Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think about the Kameo characters or Kameo fighters. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious about this particular mechanic. It's the one thing that's really intriguing me, actually. So, but it's also worrying me too. Because, like I said, I don't want main like Mortal Kombat characters sidelined into that roster. Because I think it's going to annoy people. You know, because then it's like, look, you've literally got the character here, and you've put this crappy guest character here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's. I have to see it. I have to hear more about it. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Catch you next time.